Alright, we'd like to take a look at Microsoft Web Apps. They were just released, and it's my opinion that this is going to be a major shift for Microsoft. They are basically giving away Microsoft Office 2010, a web version of Office 2010. So, the way we get there is by going to Skydrive. And if you have a live ID, all you need to do is go to Skydrive and get yourself a login, and you have Microsoft Office. So I'm just going to click on my public folder. I'm already logged in. And we'll see we have Office documents here. Whether or not we have Office installed, we can go up here, click New. For example, let's make a new Word document. We will name it Matt's New Doc. Click Save. And we are in Microsoft Word Web App. And it's loading up there, and we are ready. We can start typing. We can type away. We can make that bold. We can change it to a different font by clicking on the fonts. Click at the Arial Black. We can insert photos. And we have basically a light version of not every option in Word is here, but a lot of them are here. And if we ever decide we want to launch Word, if you have Word on your computer, you can click this and it will launch it. We can save it. We can insert pictures, charts, tables, links. We can view the document, of course. And I want to just open Microsoft Word, the full version of Word. Let me just do that to show you how similar they are. So we'll have it open Word 2010. And now here we have Word 2010, the real version. And right above it there we have Word Web App. Very similar, just not quite as many features. And yes, it does have the spell checker. It has what a basic word processor will need. Some people, we go to File, there's no print there, which all you need to do is click View and view it in reading mode. And we need to save it if we didn't. And then we will have the print button. I did notice that you do, didn't switch yet. So now we're in the view mode. Give it a second here, and then if we click on File, we have our print button. And I did notice that you do need to have some PDF application like Foxit or Acrobat Reader to print. Alright, and another option of the Microsoft Word Web App, or all the apps, you can click on Pop Out, and what it does is it makes the app into basically a borderless browser, so it almost looks like Word itself, except you do have the URL up at the top for security reasons. But I just did quite a bit of a change, and if you'll note, we'll go back to SkyDrive. You can say they give you 25 gigabytes of free online storage. This means that you can walk up to any computer that has web access and open these files. We also have Excel. We can add a new Excel spreadsheet. So you have Excel, once again, in a limited form. One of the things I've noticed, one major feature that I see is missing in Excel, the web app, is not the ability to print does not appear to be there. They're expecting you'll use your desktop version to print. Some specific features to Excel that is really incredible. Multiple people can be editing the document simultaneously, and my experience has been in about 3 seconds, if someone changes a cell and hits enter, in about 3 seconds it shows up on the other person's Excel web app shared version of it. You can have multiple sheets. It has quite a bit of the features. But you have now, I didn't notice it, maybe I'm missing it, I don't see the ability to insert charts, But I do think if you upload an Excel spreadsheet, if you open it, I think you do have the charts. I didn't test that 100%. But of course you have the undo. Once again, it looks very similar to Office 2010. Extremely similar. So let me just verify. Let's just close out of that. So that's Excel. And PowerPoint seems to work fine. And then OneNote. If you're not a OneNote user, OneNote is a great place to take notes. Incredible. And I think OneNote on the web is just really good. You can take your notes, you can access them wherever. Really incredible. One thing I've noticed, Office web app for OneNote does not actually, multiple people can edit simultaneously. And as a matter of fact, you can go over here to view and see who changed different items. But my experience has been that it takes about 20 seconds. If two people are editing, the other person doesn't see the edits for about 20 seconds. So it's a little slower than Excel. I'm not quite sure why that is. I would kind of like to see it sooner, but still, they're giving you. We can't be too critical because they are giving OneNote 2010 to us for free, so you can hardly be critical of that. Just close out of there, back to our. Now here's the documents that we made, and this is the Skydrive where your documents are saved. You get 25 gigs of free space, but you can delete files, add folders, share it with certain people and not other people. It's pretty nice. Now, one last thing here that is kind of neat. You have a public folder, and you can actually put these folders out for the public to see. So let me get back here to my Skydrive. Okay, so what we can do is we can go to my public folder, and I can actually give a link so that people can see these documents if we want to give them access to it. So we can go here. So let's say you made an Excel spreadsheet and you want to make that available on the web. You can just give them this web address and they can see it. And you can even make it so that they don't need a Skydrive login. So basically you can have an URL on your website that opens a Office document and the person doesn't even have Office. So Office web apps, I'm impressed by what I see. I'm guessing there'll be more progress, but Office web apps is basically Office 2010, a web edition of Office 2010 for no cost. And keep your ears tuned. There's also going to be a desktop version of Office for no cost. Thanks.